Yes, so we started on 7. I can say personally, I've never been on a losing side, so that was a kind of a gut check for me. Like, okay, you can basically bow out and just say, you know what, our season's just, we're going to be over all season, or we can figure something out so we can get that first win. And when we actually got the first one, it felt good, but I don't think we really realized what it took to win that game. So it was just back and forth with, okay, we got another win, then we have 2 or 3 losses in a row again. So it's just, it was an ongoing cycle of we can't get over that hump. But I mean, just I would send messages out to my teammates. I would talk to the coaches just so everyone knew that I'm all in. Whatever we need to do, you have my support. I will give you 110, 120% to make sure we're successful. As far as me going through the season, nobody knew this, but Sadie and I our trainer became like best friends. So there were talks of, there's a possible tear in this knee, there's a possible tear in this knee. I actually went home to see my ortho. She's like, you have arthritis setting in early. I mean, so there were a lot of just unfortunate things happening that I decided to hold off from telling because I didn't want to give an excuse as to why I couldn't go out and play. Fast forward into last Sunday, the statement that I will always remember is, you probably shouldn't have played 27 games, but it was my last season, and just emotionally, I couldn't have predicted this season. You always want success or you want better, but I learned a lot about myself in this season just alone. And like injuries aside, little things that ailments or whatever, it was just as a person, I came to be more of myself in this season. And I think that's the biggest thing that I took away from this season. Just, I was happy I had a 5th year, but now it's like I'm ready to grow up. Like I had that aha moment kind of, and had I not taken this 5th year last year, I probably would have regretted, not playing this year. So, this team, and I've told my teammates, I've had maybe 3 different classes of teammates, so I've got to experience, the extreme on both ends. So I'm fortunate that I was able to, the class that I came with, they graduated, but I have a whole different style, personality of teammates that, I would never take that away. So season, we had a lot of goods and we had a lot of bads, but, the goods, the biggest good was the weekend of St. Joe's, Indianapolis, getting those 2 road wins because they beat us here. And I mean those 2 games just showed a lot of character for our team, and I'm just proud not just of myself but as my teammates because they also grew as players, as people, and you'll get separation because now I'll graduate and they're still here, but there are girls on this team that I know I will still communicate with. So there's a lot of pluses that I got out of this season, not just on the basketball court.